Hollywood filmmaker, owner of Dry Pants. And guy who does not have to get up to go to the bathroom 8 times a night to urinate. Like I have a bladder the size of a pituitary gland. Look at that, let the liquid flow. Because I got no worries. I'll tell you my secret. Get some yellow, get some liquid out of this yellow. I'm not going to be making yellow on myself. Oh yeah, I want to make some coffee. Quiero hacer algún café. No, not algún café. Algún means any coffee. Algo café. Although I don't know if really Spanish speakers would say algo café, like some coffee, even though it's like translated to or from English, it like sounds technically correct. Apple cider vinegar and lemon juice. Jugo de limón. Not to be confused with limonada. That's lemonade. Almost forgot for a second. Oh, it's a good reference. Lemonade, urine. That was a good one. I'm happy because I don't have to freaking get up. You don't know what it's like. I have my life back. Not have to get up and urinate. I just don't get up and urinate lately, like 3 times a night, maybe. That, to me, that is miraculous change from where I was. Oh, it was insane. It was like bothering me how much I was going to the bathroom. I was just flushing water through myself. I'd be constantly dehydrated and have to chug water, and eventually it was like I feel my bladder almost like so weak it was like fluttering, like give me some of that juice, that water, and I'll flush it right out of you, man. So I'll tell you my secret, what I did. Basically 2 things. One is, I added a little salt, and I'm very measured about it because I control my diet very carefully. Not this last weekend, I had a bunch of cheat meals, so no more of that. Oh man, my gas, different issue from cheat meals, all those sugars. So, I was already having a 1/4 tablespoon of salt my breakfast, which I'll have this morning too. And what I just started doing is adding a 1/4 tablespoon of salt to my lunch as well. That's it, because I realized I really don't have much electrolytes. I exercise a lot, ride my bike. So I'm drinking lots and lots of water, and it was literally not even like hydrating. It was just like a toilet, like just flushing water right through. That's one thing. Other is doing pelvic floor exercises. So basically, it's Kegel exercises. It's such a gross word to me. I guess it shouldn't be. But it's like, say you're urinating, and then you just hold the urine, you clench your muscles in your crotch to stop the flow of urine. Those are your pelvic floor muscles. So what I do is just squeeze those and try and exercise them throughout the day. So I better control, because before I literally could not, like, they were so weak. If I had to go to the bathroom bed, I literally could not hold them. And like twice I just completely urinated my pants in December. No shame about it. It's normal. Like it's just a normal thing, it's a normal bodily function. I get why people wouldn't want to be open about it. It's like, yeah, I mean, it can be embarrassing, but for me, it's like, if it's embarrassing, I'll make it 10 times more embarrassing for myself by just showing everyone so it's not even embarrassing. It's just a normal thing to deal with. Because I have to, like, get accountable for, like, how am I going to deal with this? Do I need medicine? Change the diet? What? And try and treat food as medicine as much as possible. And also just de-stress. Goes for everything. Protein powder, I was forgetting that. I'm making my coffee now. And good old-fashioned steel-cut oats. One of my good oats for a little while instead of fruit breakfasts. And also keep sugar low. Last 2 days, again, has not been the case, but normally I keep it very low. So, now it's great. It's like I'm not going as much. I'm like, wow, this is luxury. And I try and clench. I don't even do the pelvic floor exercise as much as I should. And it's still helping a lot. Really, like, I should do like 10 reps at least and like hold it for 10 seconds each time. I don't even bother that much. I just do it for like a handful of seconds throughout the day. But like I really should just like dedicate time to it, and I can incorporate it into progressive muscle relaxation, help with my stress, my DPDR, and overall health. Like you're probably, other things being equal, in better health if you're relaxed and in a, tension-free bodily state as opposed to if you're not. Doing it right now, doing pelvic floor exercises. You got to really kind of concentrate or you forget. But like, and maybe it's better to do it while you're sitting. I don't know. It like helps you like be more aware of those muscles. But yeah, it just helps a ton. And I try and like more like sip water throughout the day and not just chug it when I'm thirsty. So it like, I don't know, absorbs better. So yeah, I'm really happy about that. Because also the thing, it wasn't just pissing my pants. It was like having to go to the bathroom like 15 times a day, at work, at home. It's like not exactly embarrassing, but I'm like, it is kind of a spectacle. Like I'm just constantly pissing and flushing. And just annoying for me. I'm like, I can never be far from a bathroom. If I go get groceries, it's like I have to make myself really dehydrated, like a strip of jerky, so I don't urgently have to go, to and from the grocery store. Same about movies. So many movies I've gone to in the last few years, I have to get up and go to the bathroom in the middle of them. So, what the living F is that? It's interrupting my movies? Nobody interrupts my movies. Some of them. I don't even want to say it. But yeah, this is a much better way of living. So there you go. Add a quarter table. Well, if you're not adding salt to your meals, add 2/4 tablespoons of salt. At least for me, I was trying that. And I was like, if that didn't work, maybe add a little bit more. Not too much. I don't want to get too much salt, but I realized I was probably, for my activity level, for the amount of water I was drinking, way too low on electrolytes, which salt has. So, yeah, what a relief. Like, I'm serious. I'm not even joking. Like, it was so, like, obnoxious how much I had to go to the bathroom, how much it interrupted my day, and how much time it took. It was like really annoying, really absurd. It interfered with my life. It's like, how do I go out anywhere? If I go on the metro somewhere, I have to constantly be aware of like, how much water have I drank? Don't drink too much water. You know, even if I'm like so thirsty. Now, oh, and also the other crazy thing was when I was sleeping, like I'd have to have two giant water bottles right by my pillow throughout the night on the floor next to me. And frequently I would just drink through both of them throughout the night. So I'm like so tired, but I'm so dehydrated, it's giving me a headache. And I have to chug way more water than I want to stay hydrated, but then I have to go to the bathroom again soon, and the vicious cycle repeats. Now, I can go through the night drinking like maybe not even half of one of those huge water bottles. And also, sometimes I would drink more than those too, and when I had COVID, I had to drink like 4 in one night. That's a little different, but even so, it would have been good to have this controlled before. So anyways, that's my urine advice. Somebody take a clip of that and post it. Like, that's my urine advice. But it is nice to know, like, I'm getting there where I can be out longer and it's not going to bother me. And even, oh, the other thing I learned, there's another tip, which is don't urinate, like, just because you feel like you may have to later and you want to empty your bladder now. Like, so even now, like, I kind of have to, like, hold it so your bladder gets used to holding more urine and I guess kind of stretches out. So that's what I'm doing. It's like, yeah, I could have, if I wanted to, go out to the bathroom 15 minutes ago, but I want to make breakfast, see if I can get through the whole thing. And it's really exciting. No joke. Like, and also it's kind of a relief, too, because it does show to me, as much as this can, you know, I still had to get my physical and, you know, make sure I'm getting tested and stuff. You just regular, you know, blood work and stuff, make sure your numbers are good, your heart's healthy, all that. It does, like, for one thing, it showed no diabetes, so that's good, because that's one thing that can make you excessively urinate and thirsty, and it's something I would always wonder, even though I get tested, you know, once in a while, and now I'm doing it more often, with, you know, physicals. My blood sugar checked, and they said no diabetes, cholesterol is really good, heart's good, like everything's good, except I was deficient on vitamin D, so increase my intake on that, try and get more sun. And my white blood count is low. And I know for one thing, I was very, very stressed when I went to get my physical, so I'm going to try and de-stress and look well. Part of that is not urinating so much. And just experiment with different foods, see like what can increase it or what else I need to do. Stress was a big one. And also I just came out of COVID. I don't know if that affects it, but I'll get retested for that in a few months. And that's the great thing about controlling your diet is your lifestyle, and get up the same time every day, trying to sleep more too. So beautiful being able to sleep last night so much, although I had some vivid nightmares. That's the other thing. When I sleep longer and uninterrupted, I have really, really bizarre nightmares. So I dreamed like, I'll make this even hotter. I was like in an apartment building, not really mine, but it was like I lived in it, but across like the alley from me was like a neighbor who was really, really like angry and like would flip the hell out if he saw me even walking by my window. And for some reason I couldn't just close the blinds and stuff, and like he's like slammed on the wall outside my window somehow. Like I guess we were on the first floor. And then I somehow went over to his apartment building, and there was a Chinese restaurant in the building. I'm like, this is really cool, but is this my apartment? No. And then I got lost in the apartment, and I was in my underwear, and I couldn't figure out how to get out. So I'm like, oh yeah, now I have dreams again, because I'm not constantly, I was having dreams before, but now I'm not constantly waking up, and now my mind like goes really like psychedelic with the weird fears and stuff. But I was like, it was such a relief to dream like that, because I'm like, it's working the stress out of me of like I want a better apartment. I want to make more money. I want my skills as a writer and filmmaker to keep, getting greater and greater. And just skills at being a person that get greater. A little too much protein powder. Trying to keep it at 79 grams. I got 8. Good enough. So yeah, that's the other thing. Sleep, very important. I keep underestimating it. And then last night it was like the most wonderful thing to be able to sleep well. I could just feel like how much it helps me. Like it feels like it boosted my health. And to be able to sleep without I probably went like 3 times last night to urinate. That is not bad. That is really not bad for me. Oh my goodness. Like, yeah, I would like it if I could only do it once a night, maybe. Wheat germ. Experimenting with that, not using flaxseed, but using wheat germ for my morning fiber. Mi fibro de la mañana, de la madrugada. Turmeric, anti-inflammation. I've been retaining some water with my cheat meals, so I don't know if this helps with that, but it helps in general. I'll take all the help I can get. And I just like being up early. I was working on my writing assignments. I like being on time for stuff. Have my lunch packed for tomorrow at work. We need 3-day weekends. This bull crap doesn't work. And also I was thinking how I miss not having a job when I was homeless. I was like, oh yeah, I used to just be this like sort of not freewheeling as in like, oh, I was carefree or whatever, but like just have the day to myself to do the work that I wanted, that I thought was important. I don't feel the need to do that again as far as like, oh, move into my car and just live like that. I do want to keep progressing at what I'm doing, but I'm like, someday I want a version of that again. And being home with COVID, while very unpleasant, the silver lining was I got to see what it's like to be home and like basically like work for yourself, because I was still making money from my job. I got paid COVID leave. We had emergency sick leave, like COVID pay, thank goodness. California stopped mandating that this year. What the hell are you all thinking? You should be paying people to stay home, mandating employers pay people to stay home when they have COVID. And sickness in general, like how many lives could be saved, how much quality of life could be improved, how much the greater working of society and families could be kept together and stuff if people could afford to stay home when they're sick and not worry about losing their job or losing income. So I wasn't having to worry about either. But being home, it was like working for myself in a way, even though a lot of it was just spent like basically eating and drinking and worrying about my symptoms. But I was basically like home being paid to do it. I was like, oh yeah, this is what it's like to like just do what you want. In a way, I wasn't really doing what I wanted. I was, not writing. I was having the brain fog. Once in a while, I still get little like symptoms of that, but they go away. So I'm like, okay, I know I'm getting better and all that. And just COVID is it is a powerful illness, even when it's mild, like in my case. What a horrible thing to have unleashed on the world, and then for people and for nations to not take it seriously Some did, some don't. I'm sure even the ones that did could have done things better, I'm sure. Oh crap. What am I doing? I still need my food scale. Put 22 grams of blueberries on here. Oh, I didn't even turn it on. There you go. But anyways, yeah, that got me thinking, man, I'm lucky all considered, everything I've gone through. And but there was something about like just dreaming last night, like somehow maybe when I was lying down tired, I just realized like I was just sort of nodding off and thinking like what it was like to be in my car and be able to do what I want at any time, even though what I wanted, like I couldn't afford to do it, anything other than just be out, but just to not be working. That was the thing. I'm forgetting what it's like to not have a day job and thinking I have to have that again somehow. I don't want to be living in my car again. Not that I have a car now, but I do want to be making my own schedule, working for myself, writing, screenwriting, directing movies, putting together movies, directing and editing and coloring music videos, all that stuff. Sound mixing, like all that. Like, why can't people be paid to be artists? Or be paid to live and let them do the things they love. And we know why. The rich like screwing over the poor. They like keeping people poor, making them poor. Yeah, and then you get a few examples of people who come out of poverty and they like those inspirational stories, and everyone else they want to keep under their boot and make sure those people keep lifting up the rich. You just look at the creep pig Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and even Warren Buffett too. His companies don't pay their workers well. His stupid crock of shit about, oh, I'm just this humble Midwestern man. I live in the same home. Jackass billionaire. Who else? Every billionaire. How do you get to be a billionaire and not exploit people? You don't really get to be a billionaire by just being like a successful actor or something. I realize maybe a handful of actors are. Maybe, I don't know. But you don't get that just from your salary. You would have to get it from like running other businesses and exploiting people, like restaurants or that's strong coffee, or investing in companies that whatever exploit child labor and on other continents and in America. There are sweatshops here. Anyways, if I keep ranting, it's gonna make me miserable thinking about this stuff. It's like, what can I do? What can I control? I can control my diet. I can control my exercise and my progress with my abilities, my ability to learn. avoiding procrastination, making my day meaningful, try and keep exploring new things, being open to new possibilities. I really think this could be the year I break like $100,000. I crack that. I just know it. I feel it. I'm like, yeah, this is about the time this would happen. I've got the new editing software, coloring software. My writing's getting better. I may sell a script. Who knows? If I don't, that's fine. I'll still be successful if I'm just learning how to write really well. I'm amazed I haven't even been thinking about urinating while I've been talking in the last few minutes. Somebody clip that. I feel a little, not bad, but just like, oh yeah, I haven't really been out at the plate like for recreation a lot. I did go to the Tao Temple, so it's like, how can I complain? I'm not complaining, just I do want to go out and finally like learn more, explore all over LA. Like there's so much about the city I don't know. Whereas where I'm from, Arlington, it's like, yeah, I didn't see everywhere in like Northern Virginia, but I saw a lot and got to know a lot. And the more I learned about it, the less I wanted to be there. I'm totally serious. I probably, if I stayed on the East Coast and wanted to stay in that general DC region, I might have moved to Baltimore. I would have liked to have moved there. There are a lot of beautiful places there. I don't even know what kind of metro system they have there, but also a lot of culture, a lot of art, a lot of different, things. It's like a very metropolitan city. A lot of filmmakers, all that stuff. But LA is where I want to be. However, now that I'm in LA, to me, it's like, the culture, not culture capital, I can't say that, but the entertainment capital of the world. It just makes me want to appreciate and learn all about like other places and other cities too, so much, because it's all going to inform what I do here. So it does make me want to go kind of learn more about Baltimore and Philadelphia and whatever other cities around everywhere. I don't like traveling. Don't like that part. Didn't say that. Don't hold me to that. I mean, really, like, what I would like is if I'm making a movie in another city or working on, like, something there. Yeah, don't, don't try and get me to go on vacation somewhere, because if I'm going to go on vacation, I just keep it simple. Keep it simple and put on my Meta headset, VR headset. Drop in on a Facebook investor meeting. Oh, Meta meeting. Boy, what a disaster that all was. Didn't Mark Zuckerberg lose billions from that? That another billionaire weirdo who exploits a lot. It exploits like 2/3 of the world. Basically most of the world. Even if you're not on Facebook, your information's on there. What a nightmare all that is. And also spreading, right-wing conspiracy theories, or disinformation, anti-science propaganda, illiteracy, spreading anti-vaccine propaganda, all kinds of horrible stuff, bigotry against all types of people. Anyways, end rant. I want to focus on ourselves here, how we can make ourselves well. I even want to declutter my room a little bit, and even my desk at work. I started organizing stuff. It's I want to have sanitary, meaning mentally cleanly stuff that's good for my own mental health, mental hygiene. I like to think of it. Where it's everything I have belongs somewhere. I'm not jamming it in somewhere it doesn't belong. And just seeing what I need to get rid of and make some decisions about what I don't need. A lot of it's just stuff along the walls where I'm well, I may need this later. A battery charge tester. I have yet to use it once, so probably never will need it. I'm doing better about saving money now. Cut out my car insurance. I still had it as a non-operator in case I ever test drive a car or drive a friend's car. Or drive a rental car. I'm paying $40 a month for this for the last year. I don't need it, so that's another $480 a year I'm saving. Eso es otro $480 por año que estoy ahorrando. That's translating exactly from English to Spanish, but again, Spanish wouldn't necessarily be correct to try and phrase it the exact same way from English to Spanish, so it might need a little correction, but that's basically saying the same thing in Spanish. I want to keep studying my Spanish too. I'd love to be able to speak Spanish fluently, although it's so different depending on, it's like saying, well, English is all one language. And yeah, but different regions all over just within America and then other English-speaking countries, it can sound so different. And when you speak English differently, it's your thought patterns, are a little different just because you're used to forming thoughts based on the language that the version of English that and everyone has their own slightly different version of it because we all come up with our own, ways of expressing ourselves, and trying to develop my own way and just being a good, expressive speaker, passionate man rid of his urge to urinate beyond what is healthy. Washing my dishes, lavando mis platos. That literally means washing my plate or cleaning my plates. No, it's washing. Yeah, limpiando is cleaning, lavando is washing. I don't know how to say dishes exactly. Platos means plates. So whatever, cleaning my plates. Now the water running, it does make me feel the need to go a little, but I'm able to control it. Those powerful pelvic floor muscles. I wonder if people ever take steroids just to strengthen their pelvic floor muscles. Good to be eating healthy after I ate healthy yesterday, but then I added in the extra cheat meal. I had peanut brittle. Oh, man, that was so delicious. They had it discount at Ralph's half off because it was like a day old. Like, give me a sweet peanut brittle. And then I had like thin slices of like healthy bread, but I put peanut butter, just a lot of extra fats and calories, and then jelly on them, habanero something berry jelly and apricot jelly. The last one of the previous roommates who lived here left it here, so it's like I was eating the honey citron tea, the Korean tea on them, and I would put cinnamon to try and control the blood sugar a little, and sesame seeds, little protein to bind with it to keep the blood sugar down. So yeah, I know it's not the worst. It's not going to wreck my health. It probably won't even affect my cholesterol levels or anything. But it's like didn't feel great doing that. Not the worst thing. Ooh, my finger's going a little numb. I wonder if that's just a post-COVID effect. Yeah, it's something, and also probably my diet didn't help that. It's like a little thickness sort of side effect, inflammation. That's the other thing. I want to keep inflammation down after I had COVID, so I shouldn't be messing around with my diet yet. Just after eating like pretty healthy stuff for like a straight month, and also dropping weight. I got down 140 pounds. I was just craving that stuff, but it's no excuse. People in worse circumstances control their diet better, so I'm not starving, I'm not deprived, so back on the wagon. But ooh, yeah, just feeling a little like kind of almost like toughness. It's going away now, but like the tip of my index finger and end of my thumb, it was kind of like a numbness, tingling in a way. I think it's probably inflammation post-COVID, just acting up once in a while. Good ways to deal with that, as far as I'm concerned. Eat healthy, eat right, keep the stress down, rest well. Thank goodness I slept last night. That was incredible medicine. I really mean that. How important is sleep? And everyone, including myself, underestimates how valuable it is. It's kind of freaking me out, my fingers right now. My room still reeks of my cheat meal farts. Good God, it smells in here. Fuck. It's pathetic. It's not pathetic, it's natural. It's a bodily function. Don't hate me. Come on, Angelo. Go easy on yourself. But yeah, a little freaky because my fingers going like not numb, but yeah, kind of. It's like this weird kind. It almost feels like the circulation's being cut off. But I know I'll be fine. Thank goodness. Physical, clean bill of health, except deficient vitamin D and low in white blood count. And also I took a COVID test Friday, negative. Thank goodness. I was like, do I do this for negative? But that's thumbs down means bad. I'm like, I'm negative, but that almost sounds like looks like I don't know. The thumbs up kind of evokes positivity, but it's not a positive COVID test. So I'm like, okay, just making sure I'm not reinfected or anything. Taking my supplements, magnesium, vitamina C, vitamin C, zinc, odorless garlic. Selenium. Echinacea. Also, even earlier this morning, I had tea with those the chrysanthemum flowers and the loose leaf green tea. It was nice while I was working on my writing assignments. I was reviewing them because I have to pick which one I want to send into class to be reviewed. Um, so yeah, trying to have like 3 cups of tea a day, sometimes four. It may be a little overkill. And vitamin D, doctor says 5,000 IU's. So that's 5 of these soft gels. There you go. So fingers feeling better now is kind of freaky. Like, post COVID, still a little weirdness here and there, but doing very well. And I think sleep helped. Sleep that helped so enormously last night. I can't believe how I keep denying to myself that I need sleep because I'm just used to like, oh, I want to perform, I want to work hard, I want to be disciplined, so sleep less. Even at my job, I went like probably my current job like 6 months not sleeping much until it was just like impossible to stay awake sometimes and realize, okay, I need to sleep. And I just forget how important it is. And because I procrastinate during the day. So instead of thinking of my day in terms of, okay, try and get to bed around 7 o'clock because I get up at 3:40 in the morning. So I have all this time before 7 o'clock. That is very misleading. So I try and think of my day in whatever, 10, 15, 30 minute chunks of, I want to get this much done in the next 20, 30 minutes. I want to do this in the next 30. Yesterday, that was kind of helping me. I want to keep doing that. So, anyways, to that effect, I want to leave you all with that message of, man, don't underestimate sleep. It doesn't make you lazy. If you're lazy, it's for other reasons, but you do need to sleep. Um, you know, figure out ways of scheduling your day to get the stuff you need done. Get up earlier, whatever the case. But try and preserve your health and rest and recovery. It's so important. I'm telling, like, I'm 37. I've gone years where I slept very little. A lot of it was procrastination, especially when I was younger. And then a lot of it was sickness when I had a dissociative disorder. A lot of it was like work related. And then a lot of it is just me pushing myself so hard when I'm like, I have nothing to prove. Yes, I know I can get up early. That was the thing. It's like I was trying to prove to myself that I can get up early, even if it's uncomfortable. And it's like, okay, I know I can. I've done it hundreds and hundreds of times now. I know I can. I'm good. I don't need to keep proving it to myself. And think about it. It's a weird kind of insecurity to keep trying to prove to myself I can do that. So it's like, well, can I do the opposite? Can I get everything I need get wait, what am I saying? Can I get everything I need done earlier throughout the day and give myself the time to sleep to recover and process it all and help my body build up its defenses and immunity and general health? So that's what I want to leave everyone with. I'm so glad, we have this I have this platform and we have this community here to just like talk about, get thinking about good health, like just being well with the little things you can do. It's not, oh, be all you can be, you gotta be better than the next person, whatever. It just, you can be well and enjoy your life, have a good quality of life. Yeah, I know the Jeff Bezos of the world screw us all, exploit us, destroy the earth with their horrible environmental policy. Elon Musk, too. Look into the stuff. Oh, environmentalist bullshit. Look into the stuff he's actually doing with how the lithium mines are run, with SpaceX constantly being pushed forward with launches, even though they're unsafe. He's had huge explosions of SpaceX rockets. He's devastated so much of the an environment in La Boca Chica where the locals don't want him there, and he's basically ignoring government regulations on his launches and lying about when he's going to launch stuff in order to just push through his launches. And here's the thing, if you steal a sandwich from a store, you're considered a criminal and stuff, but you ignore rocket launch rules from the government and risk massive explosions and have caused massive explosions because of your oversights and carelessness, then like basically they don't do anything. It's like, well, what are you gonna do? Like he ignored our rules. We can't help that. Anyways, I don't want to rant. I don't want to end on that. So forget all that stuff. There's plenty we can do to be well. So eat right, dial in your nutrition, rest well, recover well. I still don't have to urgently go to the bathroom. That is the most amazing thing to me right now. And I'm going to get back to some studying and reading. These Sherlock Holmes stories are the most amazing thing. And they're helping me so much in my writing class by thinking of like, how do you structure mysteries? What makes a compelling mystery? I'm going to get to that a little later. So anyways, everybody, rest well. That's my challenge to everybody. Get what you need done throughout the day. Put your timetables at 20 or 30 minutes to get tasks done instead of thinking, well, I have until 8 or 10 or whenever you go to bed at night. And see if you can do that and line up a bunch of days doing that. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. I want an audience that's feeling good, doing well. So, with that said, now I'll go. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.